Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the second straight play. Making the adjustment. 4th down, Manning. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's down immediately, but they convert on 4th down and keep the drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Throwing Manning. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The Longhorns are marching down the field. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Right side, it's Wingo. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Arch Madness. Buying time to his right. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback.
Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Longhorns! A great catch and run for 6.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the 1st drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Wide receiver going in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Breaks into the open. Pass to 6. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Shakes off the defender. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead as we get a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Sees a crease. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Davison. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down?
Sweep, sweep. Booster, booster. Freeze, freeze. Cue, cue.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Ducks looking to convert on 4th down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line.
Hey, take it. Return. Go.
4th down, more.
Let's go.
He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Rid of it on the RPO. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Here's Manning to throw. Firing to the right, complete. At the 45, on his way. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
What?
Quick give. It's Brown. Sees an alley. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Might have a chance. Inside the 30. The 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Texas. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Take me back. Can't miss me then. I mean, I didn't even understand why you don't. My uncle told me that this White House has been working in years, yet you never leave me. Why? My family will be looking for me.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Runs through a tackle.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Rush right in his face. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moore unloads to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the quarterback's throwing from the pocket. He's trying to fit that football into a real small window down the middle of the field, and the defender's hit was able to jar the ball loose from the receiver. Great job.
Second and long here. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Escapes the pressure going right. Nothing open downfield. Just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Sweep, sweep. Go, go.
Moore from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Touchdown, Oregon. Once he got the room, it was over.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Arch to throw. Dumps it to the back. Out wide right, it's Brown. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, a lot of space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Throwing more. Under pressure. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Bringing it back. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
In the gun on third down, Moore fires to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
And that's disappointing.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Moore. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right?
No, it's picked off. Not the second-half start they'd hoped for. Looking for more room. Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Baylor Bears and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. The Bears are ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Some of the details are, of course, classified. The essence of fear is to make better informed decisions, to anticipate threats.
What you've been doing is unlawfully invading the life of every person in this country.
If they're innocent, they have nothing to hide. Since Theo went online, MI6 have intercepted threats at a rate never before imagined. Perhaps you could simply say thank you.
Let me be clear on how this ends. With you and Prime Minister Gordon under investigation and fear dismantled.
Cameron was grandstanding, Prime Minister.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. At the 35, he's got room. Racing to the right. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he puts through the extra point. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Baylor.
Okay, things weren't looking good early. The opponent drives down the field on the opening drive, scores, and now on their opening touch of the game, they're not even bringing the offense on the field. They're able to score a touchdown and answer with a phenomenal kick return. TD, changing the game on special teams early.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Man, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Manning. Oh, pressure's coming. The ball is out behind the line. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. Changing the routes with his receivers. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. Unloads to the right. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34.
And that's a big throw.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Manning. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. You guys have both played in rivalry games. What do you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it...
Runs through a man. He might have some space. He's at the 40. The 20. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
Out wide left, it's Smothers. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Motion from the back. Arch is going to throw for it. They're all over it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. And he's just able to get what he can get on this scramble play here down close in the red zone.
They relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Motion from the wide receiver. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these...
Turning on the Jets. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Here's Lagway to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Bears want to move quickly.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll.
Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Moves the pocket. It's Lagway. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Throwing, Lagway. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive explosive play for the first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll move the tight end. On 3rd down, here's Brown. Finding some room. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Got the first down. All the way. Touchdown, Longhorns. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off from the shotgun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Lagway on the play action. Rushes on. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lagway. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. Smashes through the tackle. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Look out. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The Bears come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Left side is Beal. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Bears in the hurry-up. This quarterback part of their running game. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bears!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point is good. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To throw, Manning. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught, it's Winston. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Brown. Oh, it's a running room at the 20. Touchdown, Texas. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Play fake Lagway. Still looking to his right. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Lagway wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Quick catch on 3rd down. At the 35, he's loose. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing Manning. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Moving the pocket, it's Manning. Gonna let it fly. He makes a grab. He is in. Touchdown, Longhorns.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Lagway to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Snatches it on the right. Oh, what a cut. Open field on the right. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
One more snap coming before halftime. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Miller. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Throwing, Lagway. Rush right in his face. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun on third down, Lagway. Going for it all. Makes the grab on the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Drops back. It's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Miller. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. They go play action with Lagway. He lofts one down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Long way to go on second down. Again, it's Lagway. The screen, he's got wheels. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Bears want to pick up the tempo. Lagway from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
4th down, Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Caught. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Lagway. Touchdown, Baylor! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Lagway to the air again. Under pressure. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. An 84-yard drive there. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. Coming out with it, it's Wingo. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Texas offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
The Longhorns come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Push is ahead. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. Manning from the gun on third down. He's going for a big play downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Texas! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the third quarter, march down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They kept that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Lagway wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Miller. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Danzy. He's loose. Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Arch Madness. Rolls right. He's going to run it. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
They'll run it on the counter. Down he goes. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Manning from the gun on third down. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Fourth down, Manning. Trying to beat the D deep. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morris. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Bears! They move on top here in the fourth. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth.
Number 94, set to kick this one.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Here's Manning to throw. Holds on, it's Wingo. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
A pickup of 8 on the play, enough to move the sticks and set them up with a first down after the 2-minute timeout. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
Ready, go!
Some misdirection with the counter. He's got enough. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Miller. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Here's Lagway to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Oh, pressure's coming. At midfield, he's got room. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Fresh set of downs going to the air. Buys a little time. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. On the move at the 30. Lowers those pads. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Run in the red zone, it's Beal. Touchdown, Bears! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
Texas, 42.
And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's Arch to throw. Right down the middle. It's complete. Right down the boulevard. He's at the touchdown, Texas. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring a touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Throwing, Lagway. They're all over it. And they got it. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
These crucial situations you practice.
Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, this is the matchup that everybody has been looking forward to all season. You might remember Texas got off to a rocky start under young quarterback Arch Manning last year in Columbus. But he is better, and the team has improved around him. Ohio State was in the college football playoff last year, and Ryan Day expects this team to be even better. We'll find out here today. This is the matchup everybody's been waiting for. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Longhorns headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known.
Sweep, sweep. Go, go.
Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. Got his man.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Say it. Rush is on. Chase to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
To the air, it's Sayin. Makes the grab down the middle. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Right side, it's Johnson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Left side, it's Johnson. They've got him corralled.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Throwing, say it. Got his man in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
You've got to be excited if you're a fan of this team. What you've seen on this opening drive, they look locked in, all 11 guys on the same page. This has been a beautiful...
And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Number 25 with the carry.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
They'll give it to Brown. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Out wide left, it's Smothers. Across the 25, he's got room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wideout. Manning. Out wide right, it's Wingo. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tough run here, it's Brown. Got a little grass. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Look out. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Texas!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Zayn fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Looking for a man. It's Manning. He tries to take the top off. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Longhorns! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Sayin to throw. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Now here's Sayin. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Sayin to throw for it on fourth. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways. And on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
A run for the quarterback. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. The Longhorns want to move quickly. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. After getting nothing, would they try to throw it again on 3rd and 1? Tight end now in motion. They'll run with Brown. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Sets his feet. It's Sayin. Sends it downfield. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime, it potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Brown. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Longhorns are in the hurry up. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it, and the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's hard to swallow. You're in scoring position. You got set up perfectly inside the 5-yard line. Everything looking good. You can't fumble the football. You got to take care of it. Man, what a missed opportunity.
Gonna take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field.
He wants to go deep. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Longhorn. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Say it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Longhorns Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Breaks the tackle. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
The run inside. It smothers. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Powers inside. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Fourth down.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Fourth down, Manning. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, look out on the right. He's at the 10. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown. Buckeyes. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Sweet, sweet. Let it go.
Arch is going to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Throwing, say it. Fires to the wideout. Left side, it's Johnson. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down here for the offense. Scanning the field is Sayin. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Hydro. Bubba. Liz. Go!
Second down, gonna throw it. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down.
Booster. Freeze. Go.
Sayin from the gun on third down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team.
And, man, I love it.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory.
Over. Spider up. Box.
Fourth down, say it. Runs through the tackle. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Say it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Buckeyes in the hurry up. It's inside. It's Jackson. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game.
There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point.
That makes the score. Texas 42, Ohio State 46.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wingo. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To throw, Manning. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a third down play. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Here's Sayin to throw. Unloads to the wideout.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Wants to throw one first. Makes a grab. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Enough to move the chains. Into the secondary, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. 2nd and long here. Quarterback changing the play. Throwing Manning. Right side, it's Smothers. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Manning. Spits it out to the back. Out wide right, it's Smothers. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the beatdown has ensued. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And the extra point was good. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. Makes a move. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Here's Julian saying to throw. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26.
Booster!
Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Turns it upfield. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation.
Level. Ready, go.
Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically, they've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays, just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that fourth down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost. And I think they've got some soul-searching to do now, guys.
I think they've got some soul-searching. I think a lot of fans, including myself, I don't know about you, David, scratching my head a little bit because normally I would tell you, well, the #1 team loses, they're still in the college football playoff hunt. But after that loss, I'm questioning whether they can even win their own conference. They got smacked around today.
Yeah, and I think that's what matters. Like, in the committee's eyes, we always see, like, a convincing loss like this, a beatdown. Like, this is not a good thing on your resume. A lot of time it ends up being an anchor that will keep you out of that spot.
The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. And what a terrible play. You just can't run back into the end zone like that, and it's going to be a safety.
And that is how you set the tone as a defense. On the first drive of the game, you're not just getting a 3-and-out. You're not even just getting a turnover, but you actually score points with a safety to open this thing up.
Fields the punt. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They give it back to him. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Lined up in the gun on third down, Sayin. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Offense here just trying to outflank the defense on third down, trying to get the ball to their running back on the perimeter, but nice job tackling in the open field by the defense to now set up fourth down.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Sayin. At the 45 on his way. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Jackson. Powers through the defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Say it. Open on the left side is Smith. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again.
Down, ready. Left, sweep. Where did he go?
Saying to throw for it on fourth. He wants to go deep. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll ride him again. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Quick give, it's Jackson. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And I like like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Throwing, say it. Got his man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Madness. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Wingo. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Oh, pressure's coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Long way to go on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Out wide left, it's Wingo. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Hart's going to spin it again. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
And the Longhorns will go for it here on fourth down. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Saying they're all over him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun on third down, Saying. He's got it. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over him.
Offense facing 4th down.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
4th down, Saying. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Right side, it's Brown. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Manning to throw. Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. He's changing the play. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
It's caught. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. Left side is Smothers. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And he added the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Saying to throw. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. From the red zone, it's Jackson. And he's in! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Line 14. Ready, go!
Here's Julian saying to throw. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Say it. Gets rid of it.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Here's Arts to throw. Finds his target. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Going for 6. Touchdown, Longhorn. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, say it. Rushes on. Just got rid of that one.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. This time on target. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Hands it off. And he swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Gets a hand in there.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation.
Slide.
4th down, say it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got to have confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Makes the tackle. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Brown again. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Quick completion to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! They take the lead here in the 2nd half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run.
Ohio State, 16. Number 44, set to advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Jackson. They were all over it. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Keeps it on the bootleg. Moves to his right. Hit as he throws. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Wide open downfield. Wide open on the right. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Saying. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Sets his feet. It's Sayin looking to the big tight end. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Lined up in the gun on third down, Sayin makes the grab. Not gonna get there, not gonna get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're gonna go for it here. Sayin back to the air. Unloads it left. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this